Moving on, a couple more basketball topics we've got. One that pertains more to the hobby is going to be the Lebron Flawless Triple Logoman. Was finally pulled out of Flawless basketball. I
got more kick out of the reactions of them screaming like little girls.
I love that.
I mean, it's like it's so freaking. I was laughing. I was like,
anytime a big card is pulled, that's my favorite part. Is like when whether it comes from a breaker or somebody just ripping a personal box on their own. Just whenever you're opening boxes, make sure you're recording it because people love to do. They love to see the reaction.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was great, and I know backyard breaks is kind of polarizing. They've got fans that love them, people that aren't necessarily the biggest fan of their platform, but definitely I think
I haven't followed a lot of the backyard breaks. I've only seen the couple of different things they've done, and so. The one thing was that Trevor Lawrence gold, was it some kind of gold kaboom or something?
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, we're not going to give this card away. And I know they caught a lot of hell over that.
Right.
And where that is wrong, if that was a giveaway, you should give it away regardless of what the card is.
Right.
But I've also seen them where they throw in like all those base cards and inserts that they don't send out in their breaks, and they put together these boxes and send them to kids. And I have seen those things to where, Backyard Breaks provides this box of, cards for the kids, and the kids are super excited. And that's what really matters in this hobby
100%.
Is we've gotten away from that. We've gotten into, and we've talked about this on some episodes, we've gotten into more of a business rather than the fun part of the hobby. And we have to get back. We have to remember we're all going to continue to age, and at some point we're going to die. That's just what's going to happen. You're going to die. And we have to make sure that our kids are enjoying the hobby as much as we actually did, rather than just make it all about business.
Or else it goes away.
Yes.
That's right.
So I do like that about the kids. I've always wanted to do, put together something special for the kids. And we've kind of done some things where we've done some raw review cards and given those back, like some Peyton Mannings and things along those lines. And I'm always looking for ways to be able to give back to kids.
Absolutely.
And to add the value to those kids. I love seeing the look on those kids' faces when they come by our booth at the show and they get a 10 on a card and they're like, yeah, DCI 10, that's awesome. I just love it. I love it. And they all come by and they're like, man, saw you guys on TikTok. You guys are amazing. And that's just, to me, I love the look on those kids' faces when they do that.
Yeah, the community aspect is certainly rewarding from our standpoint. When people get those grades back, it's almost like that card reveal. Pulling a big card, you see that your card got the 10. The value's increased, and that's always face to face. That's a special thing to get to see at shows. To go from the kind of high end basketball card market in the probably. What do you think that LeBron Triple Logoman's going to sell for? Ballpark.
I bet it goes for $5.5 million.
$5.5 million. All right. Well, let's go all the way back down to a card that in early 2019 came out of Panini Chronicles and was selling for around $5 a card. And that is going to be the Ja Morant Panini Chronicles rookie card.
Before we jump into that one, let me back up to that LeBron Triple Logo.
Sure.
Have you really looked at that card?
I have.
Okay. Have you looked how bad the logo man's look on that card? The one on the far left, the stitching is not even placed into the card properly. The middle one looks nice.
Yep.
The one on the far right is a totally different logo, man. It's like a silk screen logo man versus the actual patched logo man's on the other side. To me, my wife even looked at it and goes, well, that's ugly. I wouldn't give you $5 for it. That was her response.
So I've heard mixed reviews. Okay, so I've heard that take as well, and I've also heard it's very unique from the kind of three eras of LeBron's
and
career.
I could see that too.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess the the follow-up to that is the National Treasures basketball that's coming out is going to have the 75th anniversary Logo Man as the Logo Man patch.
I did see some of those, man, and those look sick.
They are awesome. So that's probably going to be like the best looking Logo Man as far as some of the current patches they've got going out right now.
But judging by the price of National Treasures in football at $20,000, they're going to release basketball at $30,000.
Oh, no
which
question.
is ridiculous.
Right.
And they're trying to make all the money they can before Fanatics takes over.
That's exactly right.
Their business. And the problem is they know they can get it because the breakers are going to pay for it, and they just charge it out to the people in the breaks. And it's taking the price of boxes and cases now has taken the normal hobbyist out of it because where you or I or somebody would like to just crack a box or crack a case. Well, the prices of that stuff is so high that, you don't even get your value out of it. So it's better to just buy the deadgum cards you want.
Right.
No,
I totally agree. Especially on that high end, super high end single side of things, the sealed wax price has gotten so out of line with the raw singles price straight from the box that if you wait a week or two, you're going to get. You're going to see a ton of value from just buying those singles rather than buying the box.
If you see me ripping a box or a case, it's just
you're just bored.
I'm just going to throw them in a box and be done with it. It's one of those things for entertainment purposes.
100%.
It's not even really a collection or a hobby thing, and it's definitely not to make money.
For sure.
Because you cannot make money ripping wax. You just can't do it.
It's gambling.